Mr. Ramakrishnan Venkatraman. He is an alumnus from Tyagaraja College of Engineering. He is Director, Sales at Dassault Systems. He has been in CAM industry for last 25 years and with technical background, he is instrumental for business transformation for manufacturing sector, providing consulting services and solutions to address the challenges. Since 2 years, he has been on journey on manufacturing and shop floor efficiency transformation for the manufacturing sectors like automotive, consumer products, life sciences, and industrial machinery, and helping organizations to improve the bottom line. Today, Mr. Ramakrishnan will give us a brief view on smart manufacturing and factory of the future. So, delegates, let's welcome Mr. Ramakrishnan.
If you recall, like the smart manufacturing encompasses a lot of these advanced technologies, whether it can be like the PLC automation systems, it can be like the robots, industrial robots, and how these can be connected, as Mr. Bhargava was talking about, how these machines as well as the various human beings is going to get connected, and how this data can be utilized for the efficiency of the overall the organization. So that is going to be my next set of presentation in the next 10 minutes, which I'm going to talk about it. From the Dassault System standpoint of it, like we believe like the industry renaissance, which is basically creating a mass industrialization across the globe, across the various industrial sector is already happening rapidly. And when the industry renaissance is also happening rapidly, there are a lot of operational challenges it also brings to the market. Whether the organization is in small and medium size or the large enterprises, the operational challenges are one and the same. The first and foremost thing is about the quality and regulations. As we all now talk about like the zero carbon footprint as well as the environmental conservations, the quality and regulations are going to be very, very pivotal for the next set of economy, which is the consumer-based economy and experience-based economy. And applying the technology to ensure like we are achieving the maximum productivity and efficiency. That is also an operational challenge. The cost, which everybody knows that the cost is going to be the major factor in success of any product, any kind of company's organizational bottom line. The dynamic markets, as we all know, like the market is also expanding, the market is opening out, the globalization is pushing various market segments. The customers are all looking at different products, and the entire marketing scenario is also getting changed. The next important thing is the mass customization. So it's an oxymoron in terms of like what it can be like mass customization. Everybody wants it to have a unique product which is very, very particular to their own usage. But at the same time, when we're looking at the overall, the economy of a company, we need to have mass customization. So the industry renaissance is creating all these type of challenges. Sustainability, the workforce of the future, the requirement of the highly skilled enabled forces to handle these type of technological challenges as well as putting in place is going to be the new set of the skill enablement activity. It's also a major requirement from the industry renaissance standpoint. So all those challenges is been happening, and then as a solution provider, as an IT company, so what are the things which we can offer to ensure like the smart manufacturing transition happening for the global market? So when we look at from the Indian context, as many of my other colleagues from the panelists, they have been talking about the India is not fully ready for any of those adoption. True. When we also did some surveys, we found out like the adoption of the smart manufacturing technology, the solutions, and various OEE related information, it's still a long way to go. Even the automotive OEMs, the aerospace OEMs, they themselves are doing a lot of POCs or the pilots in the initial plants. So the adoption is still a long way to go, but nevertheless, as a technology solution provider and as like industry media, we have to ensure like the information is passed on, the right low-hanging fruits, which is essential for the transition to the smart manufacturing, have to be reached as well as to be highlighted to the larger audience for the benefit of the Indian manufacturing sector. So from this context, so when we look at the industry renaissance, The industry 4.0, everybody talks about it, but this industry 4.0 journey started a long time back by the invention of the steam engine by James Watt. But it has been progressed over the period of last 20 to 30 years in a much more different fashions, with a lot of embezzlement on the artificial intelligence, big data analytics and everything. So when we look at today, the digitalization is going to be the pivotal growth for any organization for the efficiency in their smart manufacturing area. Earlier days, we used to have the physical assets or the machines, conventional machines, non-conventional machines. We are now creating the virtual twin. So we create the virtual twin, understand before the actual production happens, we understand how the entire product gets manufactured and what type of challenges will be coming up in the actual production in terms of the quality, the performance of the product very well during the digitalization phase of the product itself. But when we look at in the future, what could be the future in terms of the industry renaissance, it's going to be the makers and innovators. We will designing will be happening one place, the manufacturing will be happening another place, the suppliers will be moving from a value chain to a value network, adding more value to the entire ecosystem. And also we'll be having the virtual plus reality, the virtual twin experience or the 3D experience. Twin experience is going to be the future in terms of the industry renaissance is concerned. So when we talk about this industry renaissance, it also have a lot of new, it also demands for a lot of new capabilities. Whether it can be a sales and demand, any organization who want to sell their product. So they are looking at like how to increase my overall output or the sale. But at the other side, the client is dictating their timelines, their delivery schedules. So it also put a lot of pressure in terms of the planning. Earlier, people used to do like the sequential planning. Now it is going to be a very continuous planning. Immediate deliveries, the just-in-time concept, the lean manufacturing concept is all pushing any companies or organizations to do the continuous planning. The products and services, not all the companies are now making their standard product. The products are getting more personalized. And for that, it demands a lot of smart manufacturing technology and adoption at their shop floor to ensure the personalized product gets manufactured. The customer values, there are new set of customers is coming out. People are now sitting in couch to order some of their famous products, either through an e-commerce portal. So the e-commerce portals will have the new ACH, new experience for the customers. Production system. So how to ensure like my operational efficiency or a time during my manufacturing process? How do I know like whether my order which is getting billed is meeting my cost parameters? Also, finally about like various plants. If you are an organization having multiple plants, so how do you digitally integrate it and connecting all the plants to ensure like the efficiency is attained at all the plants? So the industry renaissance is coming out and creating new capabilities, which we can put it in 3 areas, which is the innovation cycle, the complexity management, and operational agility. So today we are going to talk about on this operational agility, which is basically the pivotal for the smart manufacturing arena or the connected or a future factory arena. So when we look at any of the factories, so Mr. Bhardwaj has talked about, and then Mr. John also talked about some of those robots solutions, and wherein like from Dassault Systems side, we provide from the footprint how the process engineering should happen. Whether it is a small and medium-sized to larger company, what is the process is adopted in any of these engineering company. And then we look at like how do we optimize the process in terms of your work cells. We have in the shop floor various stages, various machines. These machines needs to be laid out in such a way so that we achieve the optimal efficiency. Then look at the value network. Value network is some of the items you may be sourcing it from your suppliers. Some of the items you may be doing it or manufacturing in-house. So how do we ensure the just-in concept and getting the order right in time for your assembly purpose? So the value network engineering will also help you to achieve those just-in-time concepts. Finally, the perform and the collaborate, wherein like we understand how from a work order issued to a shop floor till the time the finished goods shipped to a customer, the complete operation management, we track it, and the smart manufacturing area will help organizations to understand this overall manufacturing operations management. So today we are going to talk more on this operations management, from the Dassault system standpoint of it. When we look at our solution offering, so the first pivotal for any of the collaboration is cutting across and having a single source of truth, cutting across all the departments in an organization, whether it is a marketing, finance, the production planning, the manufacturing shop floor, the finished goods warehouse. Everybody should have a same truth of information all across, for which the collaboration is going to be the backbone for that. The modeling. So where we talk about how to do my complete layout of my shop floor so that I'll achieve the agility in terms of my operational excellence. Optimize. I have so many machines, I have so many resources, I have conventional machines, I have the numerically controlled machines. How do I optimize all these machineries in tandem with some of those robotic applications? And how do I optimize my complete production planning and scheduling to arrive at an optimal way of production planning and schedule? So we provide all those solutions through the Optimize. And finally, the Perform. The Perform is where the real-time analytics happens. So Badwa talked about like many of the companies having a less data and are not able to understand what is the real-time data. So from Dassault system standpoint, we provide the real-time data capturing from the machines, which will give a real-time information about it. May be due to some of those KPIs. The KPIs can be maybe a vibration parameter, maybe a temperature in a furnace parameter. How do we take this input data to understand the predictive analytics, which will be helpful for the maintenance and as well as the overall equipment effectiveness, which is the OEE. So we provide this complete solution in terms of adopting this smart manufacturing for any organization. So by having the virtual as well as the realistic your infrastructures, we provide this virtual twin experience using our entire suite of solution. As I talked about, we have this modeling tools where it will be able to help and digitize your entire shop floor before the actual production happens. Whether it is a greenfield project or maybe a brownfield where you wanted to utilize your current space and optimize your work cell automation, we can do that in the digital world and coming out with an optimal design. And finally, do the production planning and sequencing. Which shop should go to which machine? And what is the sequence of operations I need to enable in my overall manufacturing process routing? We can do all those things which will helpful for the smart manufacturing output. Performance, which basically we talk about the maintenance of the various machines. Most of the time, the production comes to a stall when there is a maintenance schedule happens. So during that time, if the machine is under maintenance, if you are not able to utilize it to the maximum efficiency, it will affect the bottom line of any company. So how do we predictive maintenance can be achieved by using some of those technology tools which will helpful for the smarter manufacturing initiative. So all those things connected with an IoT devices. End of the day, as Mr. Badwa was also talking about, the Indian manufacturing or the SME sector is having a lot of conventional machines. So how do we convert these conventional machines into smart machines? So we provide some of those PLC systems along with our software solution to convert the conventional machines into a numerically controlled machines to derive the data, various KPI data from the machine to do the predictive analytics as well as the business intelligence analysis on the manufacturing shop floor activity. So that way, we provide an interface between the machine, the manpower, as well as putting together everything into a one common framework to give the intelligence report. It's not only one plant, multiple plants we can integrate, and then we can seek the complete end-to-end visibility of your shop floor activity. So this is going to be the skeletal framework of how the various solutions from Dassault System will help organization to achieve their goal towards the smart manufacturing. So when we look at what could be the solution footprint for a smart manufacturing, so we have this entire digital factory in this particular slide. We talk about order processing, which is basically your ERP system, wherein you connect your ERP system to maybe a supply chain management or warehouse management, and then getting the field input as well as the customer order. Once you get all your sales order information, you finally issue a work order or a work instruction material to or a supply order material to your shop floor. From there, the scheduling starts. And finally coming out with the real-time production information, wherein like You monitor your production process as well as the process of manufacturing, and then coming out with lot of analytic information, which will help organizations to optimize their workforce as well as the machines. And finally, we give it back to the shipping and the warehouse, wherein like your ERP system can once again take this information and then do the warehouse management and finally to the finished goods. So if you look at this is a common framework for any company, whether it is a small and medium size or a larger organization, the workflow will happen like this. If you really look at the digital continuity is going to be the pivotal for any successful smart manufacturing initiative. So how this excellence in the smart manufacturing can happen? Where to start? Majority of the time, the small and medium sized companies, they have been having the financial cash strapped situations. So how do they ensure like they can start this journey of smart manufacturing and the factory of the future? We propose 3 different stages. One is the tactical. In the tactical stages, we help them to understand their productivity improvements in some of those very, very functional areas, which can be the OEE, which is the overall equipment effectiveness, maybe the robotics automation, robotic simulation, MES, manufacturing execution system, as well as the quality management system. So these are some of the functional areas which will help organizations to start their journey, get to the low-hanging fruits, return quicker. And then they can graduate or the scale it up to the next level of overall operational efficiency, wherein like they can look at profitability improvement. And finally, to the strategic level, they can create a transformational and sustainable manufacturing excellence in an organization. So in a nutshell, so this is my last slide, wherein like for an advice or maybe a suggestion to the small and medium sized company, do not shy away from taking this journey. You take this journey, you start with the functional requirement. All of you having some sort of a challenges, either in this tactical functional area. You start your journey and then move and scale up as and when you grow across your value chain, as well as in your overall efficiency, or the smart manufacturing initiative, as well as the Industry 4.0 initiative. So this all we would like to convey, and thank you for the opportunity provided.